share. Bear Brew is live right now too. So we were trying to, we didn't want to just label you.
I saw that.
So Jess was like,
there's a lot going on, huh?
Jess was like, what do we do? What do we call her about Renaissance woman? I was like, that's it.
That's dope. I was like, okay. I've not been called that
Yeah,
before.
Jess was like, what do we call her? I said, I don't know. She was like, she has all these businesses. I said, I know, and I don't want to just call her. I didn't want to just call you an entrepreneur, because to me it was just way more to you than that. And I think sometimes we'll, if someone hears entrepreneur,
They put you in a box.
yeah, and then they only pursue that side of you, and it's like, no, she's a Renaissance woman, and she's way ahead of her time, and so that fits, like, so that fit you totally, and I was super excited about that. But we're gonna get started.
Okay.
Welcome to Real Talk with LMJ. My special guest today is Miss Genine Perez, LaTrice Perez.
I love it when you say my whole name.
And she said that. And I'm so grateful to have this opportunity. When I was thinking about, and I'm like, I gotta get Genine on here, because I know people know you, but I know there's some intimate spaces and pieces of you that people don't even know. Like, people assume that they have you already all figured out.
I think so.
And so just say hi to everybody.
Hey everybody, you know who I am. It's your girl. She already said my name, but I'll say it again.
Yeah,
Genine LaTrice Perez. Hey.
And it was only befitting you to be here. I'm in a new season. I switched my podcast from being Comfy and Conversations with LaKisha to Real Talk with LMJ, because I wanted to tell real stories and talk to real people and talk about real things. And I didn't want to just end the confines of religion.
Okay, yeah.
Because Coffee and Conversations kind of has its own thing. I'm like, I wanted to be able to identify and people to be able to hear and see the real people that live amongst us, and just who we are and what we're doing. So I got to start how I start with everyone.
Okay.
Who is Genine LaTrice Perez? Who is she?
I am every syllable. I am every vowel. I am everything in my name.
Oh,
I'm every gray hair on my head. I am as big as the fro on my head.
I know, which I love. Which I love.
And I'm the diastema that's here. That's gap. I'm everything that God. I'm everything that God has allowed me to be.
Yeah.
I'm from what may appear to have been bad.
Yeah.
And what may appear to be good, because you know it just depends on how people view a thing.
Yeah.
But
perception is everything.
That's right. That's
yeah.
right. And just like my car tag says, I am purpose.
Yeah.
I'm purpose to be here.
Yeah.
I am purpose to walk this earth, and whatever that means.
And what the journey looks like.
Whatever it means.
And understanding.
Whether I'm crying, whether I'm smiling, whether I'm giggling, whether I'm just off in a corner, just quiet.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah. Because those are pieces and facets of who you are. I think I've seen you in so many different spaces. I've seen you with so many different energies. And so it embraces exactly what you tell me. And it's why I always tell people, don't put people in a box.
Yeah.
Don't assume that you know this person because I met you singing sultry lyrics, or saw you doing, probably my favorite show was Tina Turner.
Oh yeah.
And I saw you doing
What's
Tina.
love got to do?
Yes.
Got to do.
Saw you doing Tina Turner. That's just one facet. You're a mom.
I'm a mommy.
You know, you're an entrepreneur. You're a philanthropist.
I'm an advocate.
You're an advocate. Those things are really, really a big deal. So you guys, welcome, Genine. I want to start with this music. First, I want to tell you, do you remember where we first met?
Oh gosh, Keisha, you know I'm almost 50.
I know, she's
I'm almost 50.
Do you remember where we first met?
Keisha, don't do me like that.
You were
do me
pregnant.
like that. Long time
You
ago.
had to be pregnant with
Sophia. That's over 16 years, 17
We were
years
in
ago.
a class at UALR.
Oh my God,
in Dr.
right.
Kinko Ito's class. And you were just about to graduate.
That's right, long time
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
But don't make me start crying.
You had a Delta jacket on and we used to sit next to each other in class.
Because you have no idea. That was a real... See, you see these tears?
Yeah,
welling up
I
in
know.
my
Don't
eyes?
do me like that because I'm a crybaby.
Because that was a very emotional time.
Yeah.
for me.
You were just about to transition, and we would sit next to each other in class, and we would just kind of talk. And I didn't really know you then. You had your little Delta jacket on, and you might have like some little twister braids in your hair.
I sure had.
You were kind of quiet, but we would talk and go on. You were pregnant with something.
And I always had my, because that was a very, dang, you remember.
Yep.
That was a really emotional time.
Yeah, but you were right at the cusp of graduation, and I remember that. So that was really big. And watching you transform and watching you grow and seeing and Bella and Judah being the same age, you know.
And me falling in love with your mama.
Yeah, and you falling in love with my mom. I've just seen all your different, I've just seen different stages, not all the intimacy, but different stages. So let's talk about music, because when I was sitting in that class, baby, I didn't know you sang like that. I didn't know you sang like that.
Yeah, because I just was in class. I was just in class and just to myself. That's what I mean, sitting off in a corner.
Yeah.
I always carried my laptop, and I was just, I wasn't using their laptop. I was using my own laptop.
Yeah.
So you want to talk about music? What you want to talk about, Keisha?
Where did it find you, or what did you find? Like, you know, everybody has their story. I started in church, or I was singing one day, or where did it find you? And then even your style of music is so different.
Okay. Well, let me tell you how that happened. So I was in a pageant.
Okay.
Hal Jackson Talented Teens.
Okay.
And I did start in church. I did sing in the church choir.
Okay.
Because it was a family church choir.
Yes.
I did all that. But when I was 12 years old, my mom entered me in the Hal Jackson Talented Teen pageant, the local one.
Okay.
And I danced. So let's hear it for the boys. Do you remember that?
Let's hear it for the boys.
Yeah.
I can't sing, but yes.
Girls, I sang. I danced in the local pageant, and I won 3rd place.
Okay.
And it was second runner-up.
Okay.
I was so excited.
Yes.
I was so excited and so happy. Well, in the local competition, the top 2 get to go to state. The winner and the first runner-up get to go to Little Rock. So I'm from Fort Smith, Arkansas.
Okay.
They get to go. Well, the first runner-up in my pageant, she was upset because she didn't win. Now I'm over here, 3rd place, like,
it's the best thing ever.
Baby, because I did something that I never thought I could do.
Yeah,
my mama taught me my little routine, and I was on the way.
Yes.
And so, anyway, fast forward, she was upset, so she quit. She didn't want to go to state because she wasn't going as the winner.
So then you get to advance higher.
Yes, see?
Worked out in your favor.
So I got to go, and I had a month to prepare my little dance.
Yes.
And so I was in the kitchen washing dishes, which was one of those tasks that I just really didn't care for.
Yes.
And I was pretending, so I had to figure in my mind what to do. So I was pretending I was Julia Childs in the kitchen cooking.
Yes.
And so cooking with the soap suds, and that's what I was doing. And I started singing Amazing Grace. And my mom came downstairs and snuck around the corner and was like, I knew you could sing. I knew it because I was, again, off in the corner. I was singing in the church choir, but I wasn't doing all that.
Yes.
I knew you could sing. She said, you know what? We're going to change your talent for state.
Yes.
And so that's what happened. She was like, you're going to sing when you go to Little Rock. You're not going to dance. You're going to sing when you go to Little Rock.
Yes.
I was like, that was a lie. But I wouldn't tell her that because I would get knocked out.
Yeah, because you knew better.
Right, but she sent me to my Aunt Charlotte, which is really her cousin, but I call her Auntie.
Yeah, we got those in our family.
Yeah.
Yes.
She sent me down the street so that she could work with me.
Oh, wow.
Giving
projection and all that other stuff. Yep. Stuff that matters.
Charlotte Tidwell is her name. And she's like super woman down there. But yeah, that's how it happened. That's how it started. Wow. And then that month later, she prepared me, and I sang the song that has resonated in my life all this time. I Believe in Yourself from The Wiz.
Oh, wow. And so then when did you fall in love with music?
I think it was during that time.
Okay.
Because a whole new world opened up.
Yes.
I stepped on that stage.
Yes.
And the winner there, I actually placed in the top 4.
Oh, that's awesome.
Singing for the very first time.
Yes.
So a whole new world opened up for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, so you mean I can just open my mouth?
Yeah.
And stuff come out?
Yeah.
And people like it?
Yeah.
And it makes people smile?
Yeah.
And it makes people feel good? And there you go.
And I think those things make a difference because something, my JoJo found art, like I always say, it seemed accidental. But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
man, he loves it, and he'll get up and he'll take an art book, he'll take a sketchbook everywhere he goes. So I knew, I said, he fell in art. Somewhere he fell in art. Somewhere art captivated him completely. And I think it's only really real when you fall in love with it, when you like, okay, I'm in love with this part of who I am. It's not just I'm doing.
Oh, no. Because, see, there's another thing. If you've noticed about how I pick my events and how I pick the venues, I'm purposed about it.
Yeah.
Because it takes a lot out of me because I want to give it all.
Yeah.
I can't just
it's like preaching, I promise.
I can't do it. So to me, it is a connection to the people that are there coming to support, to view, to witness. What do they need, and what do they need from me?
Yeah, and I've seen you.
And I've gotta give it, even if I don't know the words, Keisha.
But I've seen you. I've seen you perform at a level that I'm like awestruck. I'm like a little kid, and I'm like, this is so amazing. I've seen you perform with such passion. I've seen you perform. And I'm trying not to cry. I've seen you perform even in your most painful moments. I've seen you. I was at Will Downing.
Why you bring that up?
See, I've been watching you even when I don't say a lot. I was at Will Downing, and you were not in the best place.
No.
But baby, you sang. And I think I cried the entire time you sang. Because I knew, because I saw you after stage, and you were there, and you were not in a good place. I'm gonna wipe my sister's tears. And I saw you sing at such a place and with such a passion that it don't bother me none. With such a passion that I was like, oh my God. Even in her brokenness, she delivers. Even and I probably think my admiration for you went to I had always had love, I had always had respect, but my admiration for you went somewhere else. And I saw you afterwards. And I looked at you, and I just hugged you. And that's all I needed to do. I didn't need to say nothing. I didn't need to try to figure it out. I just needed to hug you. And for me, that let me know not just who you were, but also you were. I said, this chick is a professional. When you can keep on, that's a different chick.
When Keisha Merritt asked the Sandra Rogers,
that's my girl too. Keisha Merritt is,
to see if I would be willing because they said it would be the perfect fit. I was like, how in the world? But you know what? My biggest fan in the whole world would hear me. Because she would hear me. She would hear me. So music is a place of healing for me too. And I just knew she would hear me. I couldn't do it by myself, so I had a phenomenal team of people, and Paul Campbell helped me put it together. I had a phenomenal team.
You had an amazing dress. I was like, this chick here.
It was yellow in the wintertime.
Yes, baby, yellow in the wintertime. Oh my gosh.
And it was just awesome. And I know she was there because Dion Barnes.
He captured you.
He took a picture. There was no video of it, but he took a picture. And in that picture, there was a blue light.
Oh, wow.
And Libby's colors are orange and blue. And there was a blue light that he kept saying. See, before he knew, before he understood, he was like, he tried to get that light, but it would never out. But it never would.
Supposed to get out.
It never would. And so, actually, it's the light that's on my business card. It's the picture that he took that's on my business card because, again, she was there.
That's big.
She was there. And every purposed moment that I set foot on stage, she is in my heart and in my mind, and I sing so that she can hear in the heavens.
That's big. And I want to get to her in just a minute. Let's talk about a little bit about this philanthropist in you. I think the first time I noticed was Teen Tours. Tell me a little bit about Teen Tours.
And I'm wearing my crown.
I see it.
Miss Teen Tours was started in 1996 in Fort Smith, Arkansas. Someone had approached me about doing a king and queen for Juneteenth, and I was like, man, I I am so sick and tired of just like pageants that want to either just raise money,
Yeah.
you know, because that was a part of that, you know.
Yes.
You know, definitely have the historical piece, but when it was said and done,
Yes.
them kids were raising money.
Yes.
And I was like, or they want to just kind of showcase what they look like and all that other stuff. I'm like, we're all kings and queens. I was like, so I sat down with some girls and asked them what they wanted in life in Fort Smith.
Yes.
And fast forward, develop Miss Black Teen Tours at the time.
Yes.
Which is a 6-month community service, character building, education enrichment, and cultural awareness program.
Okay.
For little black girls.
Yes.
And at the time it was from 12 to 17.
Okay.
It's been modified in recent years, and we dropped the name.
Yes.
It's just Miss Teen Tours. But it's still the same fundamentals. There's a curriculum attached to it.
Yes.
And what's a blessing, and what I've seen over time that has become a blessing, is that the young ladies that participated at 12 and 13 and 14 are now the directors of my program.
I love that. I love that. Because that's a cycle, and I think that's how it should be. That's really big. I think that was the second phase in which I came back and came into. You and Jermaine wound up being in a meeting. I don't know if it was like Arkansas Minority Health, and he was like, Genine is here, and da-da-da, and I'm like, okay. And then at some point you were connected to my friend Shara. And so little connections started happening again.
Shara starts with
around.
tobacco prevention field, and I started working with young people across the state of Arkansas.
Tobacco prevention. So when you, as a philanthropist, because that's the word I just try to use when we start dealing, because when you're in nonprofits, you're not trying to make no money. You know you're not going to make no money. That's not what having a nonprofit about. But we'll get to Livy's project, but when you were establishing, what was your thought process? As a philanthropist, what were you thinking? How to make impact, how to give back? What did you...
Well, for the young ladies, since we started with Miss Teen Tours, when I sat down with them, some of the things like, where do you want to go in life? What do you want to do? And, you know, little comments like, shoot, when I graduate, I'm going to get me a boyfriend, and we're going to have some kids, and we're going to stay right here.
Yes.
Why?
Yeah.
Leave. Go
Yeah.
far away.
Yes.
I wanted them to experience not only, you know, where they live, because some of them, it was just their backyard. They go to school,
just
they
in
go
their
home,
backyard,
they go to
just in their
just
area.
In their backyard.
Yes.
No, babe. Fort Smith has a lot to offer. And not just Fort Smith. Arkansas. And not just Arkansas. The world,
let's get out the nation. Let's get out the state.
It was because they had that mindset. We need to do some character building.
Yes.
Ain't nobody perfect, because I sure ain't.
No.
But let's build you up so that you can understand your worth and who you are. And that it ain't just about finding some kind of boyfriend and having some kids and staying right here in the same system. Get up and get out.
Let's change it. No, that's fine. Change your perspective.
So those 4 fundamental tenets: character, service, give back to the people that give to you.
That's big.
And if you give first, oh my gosh,
changes everything.
The blessings that you will receive, not because
somebody gave to you,
but because you're helping somebody else.
Give first.
So I wanted them to feel what that is, and then never settle for just what you have. Be educated in whatever that is. So that's where the education comes from.
That's good.
And then know who you are and where your people are, where you come from, and all that good stuff. Because along the lines, people forget. People forget. I ain't messed up about my kinky hair. Do you hear me?
That you have to.
I'm not messed up, and no one can tell me hey, you shouldn't wear that style.
This is my style, and I get to wear what I want.
This is my hair. You know?
And this is my body, and this is what I got to look like, and this is how I feel, and this is how I vibe out. Most definitely.
Raising their fist.
I'm big about that, especially like even for me, like my lipstick is a really big deal, and you may see me from blues to purples to that's me.
What you want to do.
That's what I want to do, and I've had people and don't care. Like I don't care. Like I don't care. Like I remember one time a lady wrote in and was like, "You really shouldn't wear makeup on Coffee and Conversations. I like you better in the morning when you teach the word and you don't have on makeup." And I was like, "Oh,
you're distracted by the wrong thing."
Then that's why I said you ain't listening to the word, because my lips shouldn't change whether or not you listening to the word.
You missing a message.
That's really big. So let's shift a little bit, and I want to talk a little bit about Live, because we ain't got but 30 minutes together, and I feel like more than anything, I have experienced loss, and I even miscarried one time, but it is a different thing, I think, when you are a mother and you have to bury your kids. That's just not something you anticipate. I think it's a different thing also when it's a tragedy and you don't have enough time to say goodbye.
Well, you know what? See, I keep telling people Daddy loves me.
Yeah.
Daddy loves me so much.
Yeah.
And if I didn't know it before,
you know it now.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
I know he loves me because you say that. See, this is how this went, okay?
Yeah.
Oh my, I'm so sorry.
Oh no, that's fine. You're fine. You're fine. That's the one thing I love.
I'm so sorry. Real time person. Turn it off. Okay. This is how I know. So Sophia was feeling ill because you said about goodbyes.
Yeah.
Sophia was feeling ill at school. So she called Olivia.
Yeah.
And Olivia was in transit, Pine Bluff.
Yes.
Going to pick up her cousin with a friend.
Yeah.
And so she called Olivia because she knows Olivia answered the phone and I might not answer the phone. Okay?
Yes.
I was at work. Olivia called me at 3:07 p.m. to tell me that that Sophia was not feeling well.
Yeah.
And that she wanted
go get her.
Me to go get her.
Oh, you to go get her. Okay.
And I was like, Libby, you know I'm at the after school program.
I can't leave.
First of all, I answered the phone.
Yes, yeah. So that's big within itself.
I'm supposed to be answering the phone.
But this time you did.
I answered the phone. I said, Libby, you know I can't do that. And I said, she'll be okay. It's 3:07.
Yeah,
she'll get out at 3:45. Yeah. We'll be all right. And she said, well, Mama, I just wanted you to know, and I told her that I would do that. And then I said, okay. They told me she was on the road. She said, well, I love you. And I said, I love you too. See, I got to say goodbye. I just didn't realize
that you would be saying goodbye.
Because at 3:10, she was gone. Because
3 minutes later?
3 minutes later. And she, I got to say goodbye.
You did.
I just didn't know I was saying goodbye.
You did. You really did. He gave you a gift. You answered the phone.
Daddy loves me.
He does.
And her last words were, I love you.
And that's your last, not an argument, not a fight, not a whatever. That's big.
And I love you too.
Yeah.
A driver, we don't know. A driver, a distracted driver.
Yeah.
Crossed the center lane.
Okay.
And caused her
the
to
accident.
overcorrect. Because she's,
Yep.
And she was gone. And they kept driving.
Yeah. Wow. And never called in, never to this day?
I don't even think they knew.
They may not have.
There was so many.
They didn't know.
There were so many angels on the road that day. So many people that encountered that accident and immediately began praying for me and her siblings, and we didn't even know. I mean, not that they knew us.
But just were praying. Yeah.
And over time, through different events, or just outings, they were like, I remember that.
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah. So tell me about this nonprofit that you put in place in her honor, OHTP for Life.
Yes. Wait a minute, here we go.
I had to get it all out. OHTP for Life. Tell me about this nonprofit.
Okay. OHTP for Life. It stands for Olivia's Hope, Todd's Promise.
Yes.
And Todd, the other part to OHTP is Todd Allen Davis, who passed away 22 days before
she did.
Olivia.
Okay.
His mom is Angela Davis.
Okay.
And Davidson, and died in her arms from heart. Something with his heart. And he was 21. So anyway, Angela and I became one another's support system.
Okay.
And in December, so he died in October, Libby died in November, and in December, God, and while she's at home and while I'm at home, gave us a word and told us what we were going to do.
Yes.
And gave us a vision to be able to help the young people that fall between the ages of 18 and 22 at the time. It was 18 to 22. We extended that to 25. That fall under the radar.
Yeah,
that's big. They may not have gone to college. They may not have gone to the military. They're here and they're working. And sometimes when you've grown, you 18 and you grown, you're forgotten about.
I get it.
Well, we're in that place that we're not going to forget about them.
That's good.
Olivia left me a whole bunch of bonus sons and daughters.
Yeah.
And I felt as though God put it in my spirit that they are a part of me just like they were a part of her.
Correct.
And whatever they may need, I've got them.
Yeah.
I've got them. And not just them, anyone that falls within that.
Yeah.
So we have, we've got a kickoff celebration. We've got a conference that takes place that gives them life skill training and leadership opportunities, mentor. back to what I did with Miss Teen Tours,
Yeah.
service opportunities.
Yeah.
Just showing them how to reach out and branch out and go beyond their circumstances.
Yeah, no matter what the circumstances
they are.
is. And I think that's really significant and a really big deal. And I just want to applaud you for giving back in her name. Because regardless, no matter what, she's always a part of you.
Yeah.
But there's going to be a memory and something significant even about, I know she was a young lady of purpose. I know every encounter I've ever had with her little sandy brown hair and her being at mom's house and me seeing her, because you would kind of take them everywhere.
Everywhere. I was that
with
mama.
you.
I was that mama.
So I have a question for you, because you may help another parent out there. How has it been parenting? Because you still got 2 babies left in grief. What has that been like for you? Because when I was parenting in grief, I'm going to tell you, for a minute I don't know where I was. And it wasn't until my oldest son called me and was like, "You're a better mom than this." And I had to go, "Wow, Keisha. Wait. He said, "You're a better mom." You kind of zoned out. So what has that been like for you to parent in grief? Because you still got other babies that need you.
Okay, that's a good question. That's a good question, because I am still her mama, Olivia's mama.
Yeah.
They are still her siblings.
Yeah.
And they're grieving just like I'm grieving.
Yeah.
And one of the things when all of this happened was I told the people that were closest to me,
Yeah.
I need to feel everything.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody to mask it.
I'm trying to,
I
yeah,
don't
that's
want
good, really
to
good
have-
healing. That's
I need
really good
to
healing.
feel
Yeah.
everything.
Yes.
I want to be able to be unapologetic in my feelings.
And be
I
okay
want-
not being okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I need permission from my circle, because my circle is important to me.
Yeah.
To let me just be. That's
Yeah.
why I hashtag it all the time. Let me just be.
Yeah.
Monitor and adjust, meaning
Yeah.
monitor because they know
might
that
get to
girl.
control. Yeah.
But if I want to cry, let me cry.
Yep.
And I think that it's been healthier for my kids. It was
Good.
crazy for a minute
Yeah.
because they're going through this,
Yeah.
through some difficult. I don't know what it means
As
to
a
lose
sibling.
a sister.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
I did a pillow talk, and a girl helped me, and I had to go back and check on all Jermaine's siblings because was so selfish about it, because it impacted me as his wife, right? That I had kind of forgot. I'm gonna be honest, like I had kind of just forgot about them. And I was in a pillow talk at Philander, and a young lady says a lot of times the siblings get forgot about.
Yeah.
She said, "But I lost my sister."
Yes.
And when she said that, Genine, I said,
You
that,
said that.
I said, ooh. And I wrote every last one of them, and I apologized. I said, "I forgot about y'all in this process, and that was your brother.
Yeah.
He was my husband, that was your brother, but I am sorry. How are you? I'm checking on you, and I'm praying for you, and I'm sorry for forgetting about you in that process." And I know the thing of trying to manage grief, you know, and I had older sons and younger sons, and when we are hit so hard in the core, you know what I'm saying, of still trying to encourage other babies and still be there for it and still feeling and trying to zap yourself out of the zone, I know that's a hard process. But I'm watching you, and it may not have been perfect, but I'm telling you, you're doing it well. I'm watching you. Because you keep moving forward.
You're faithful.
You ain't stopping. You know, you're moving forward. I'm watching you. It may not have been perfect, but I'm telling you, I'm watching.
How is grieving and death perfect?
Oh, grieving is never.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How is that?
Yeah.
So even I don't exclude them.
Yeah, that's
They
good.
are her sisters.
Yeah.
And her brother.
Yeah.
And I cannot dictate to them how they're supposed to feel.
Yep.
Feel
That's
however you
real.
want to.
Yeah.
Because guess what your mama is.
Yeah.
And then we'll end this together.
Yeah. And we'll figure it out along the way.
And we're comforted because, see, when you feel and you openly feel, God shows you some things.
Yes, He does.
And you got to be open.
Yeah.
You got to be open to
That's
receive that and
real.
know what's really going on.
Yeah.
Everybody can't receive it.
No.
But when I tell you my girls and
No, you're okay. You're fine. Just keep moving. She's
on
an
one
important
accord.
lady.
I should have turned the volume up is
That's
what
okay.
I should have done. I need to learn how to work my
The
phone.
boss.
Yeah, but yeah, I was just saying I just allow them to be, and so I don't know what they would say, but I know that my babies have my back,
Yeah.
and I have their back,
Yeah.
and their sister
Yeah.
has all of us covered.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful that Daddy allows that to happen.
Yeah. Yep.
That just as sure as I'm driving over here, an orange, white, and blue car decides to just get right in front of me. I was like, lead me the way.
Yeah, give me, yeah,
those
no
are
big
signs
deal.
and those colors. And
Yeah.
when the butterflies come and
The
you know,
different
and
things,
the peace in the garden and the blue light. Don't get me started on how amazing he truly is and what he allows me to experience.
No, and I get that. I sometimes am so and just consumed with Judah and Josiah because they are so facets of Jermaine's personality. And so I probably a lot of things somebody else would think is whatever. I'm just watching. You know, Judah is obnoxious sometimes, and I'm like, oh, this is your daddy. And I get to enjoy this, you know, and I get to see this.
Those are gifts.
Those are. And Josiah is so compassionate. And even I was looking at him the other day, I was looking up under his arm or something. I said, your skin looks like daddy's skin right here. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, yeah, and I'm like, Judy, your toes look like daddy. So those for me are gifts. You get those gifts and you appreciate those gifts.
Girl, I love when Bella says, Mama, let me tell you what me and Libby and Sophie did, but Libby said, don't tell you.
Ever tell you, yeah.
I was like, she gonna get you from heaven. Watch, you gonna get it.
That you don't get to tell.
But those stories are beautiful.
Yeah. And I'm watching you progress, and I know it's one day at a time. I've watched you grow so much. But the moment that I saw you with this organization, I was like, oh, okay, real healing is beginning. Because when you can make giant steps like that, I know the healing is beginning. So you're always her mom. You don't ever stop being her mom, you know, from whatever. You don't ever stop being her mom, and I think that's big, and I think you've exhibited that really well. We are almost out of time, but I want to talk about this vision board. I have seen vision boards. I always want words to go with vision boards, and Genine just completed her vision board. And this vision board isn't a regular vision board.
No.
This vision board has a storyline, and this vision board motivated me when she was reading. So I'm gonna let her bring your vision board over here. And this vision board is actually themed, and I want her to tell you about this vision board and just kind of read it to you and I hope that you're inspired and encouraged by this Renaissance woman. Genine, I've just seen you take what life has dealt you, and regardless of whether or not anybody else feels like, you've handled it gracefully.
Thank you. God bless you.
I'm telling you, you are.
Thank you.
In your own terms, which I feel like is necessary.
Right.
And at your own pace.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm watching you live Romans 8:28. All things work together. All things work together.
You're right.
Eat the good. I always say the good, the bad, the ugly.
I know.
And that's why that sign on my tag say purpose.
Yeah.
According to.
And the thing that I will say is I really haven't seen you complain. I've seen you hurt, but I've not seen you complain.
No, I don't need to stop and complain.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm trying to get to where she is.
Yeah.
So I gotta move faith forward.
Yeah.
With purpose.
Yeah.
I can't complain. Daddy knew what he was doing.
Yeah. He knew what was
I
happening.
may not have understood, but he knew.
Understood.
And that's all that matters. And he reassures me.
Yeah.
He reassures me every step of the way.
Yeah. So let's talk. I want you to go through this vision board for them. And if you don't have a vision board like this, you need to go redo your vision board. You need to redo your vision board. All right.
So I'm going to read it like I would share it.
Yes.
Okay. So this is to me. Live your best life. Be bolder than ever because you're worth it. Love, embrace your power. Pay it forward. Listen, let it go. Celebrate downtime in style. Celebrate a less stressed life in 2019. And get to the point. Make a statement. Turn it up, woman. Dream fearlessly. Chasing your dreams. Seize the day and be your own boss. See, I am a writer, an author, artist, public speaker. I am what I make up. I'm empowered. I am that girl. Unapologetically fearless, strong, age perfect, daring, beautiful, VIP, raising the bar, entrepreneur, breaking the mold, down to business, going places, game changer. Because I am where purpose comes alive. I want to spend my days maximizing happiness. I am mine before I'm ever anyone else's. This says we all want to feel radiant, joyful, and alive. It starts with choosing love in any form. Then I go back over here and I said, now discover a world of opportunities. like Cuba and Iceland, because it's just the beginning. Onward and upward travel.
Yes.
Take your vacay.
Yes.
Let's talk. Yes, you can. From layaway to getaway.
Yes.
Like an amazing 7-day Mexican Caribbean
Yes.
cruise in 2019.
Yes.
Experience that, like traveling leisure. Make it happen.
Yes.
And then get home
Yes.
to a warm and cozy place.
I love
Our
that.
home. A gathering with love. Because in 2020, let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to be fine, fabulous,
Yes.
and 50. Here we
Yes.
go. See, that's
50 in
that's that
2020.
swimsuit calendar, baby. Y'all don't know nothing about that.
Yes.
And then right here, I have my vision board, a miniature version of my 2018 vision board, where it says possibility delivered in 2018. Own
That's
it.
big.
And you know what, in 2018, there was a dose of powerful pause
Pause.
and gratitude.
Gratitude.
And here are prayers to the Heavenly Father, because when praises go up, blessings come down. And wherever He leads, I have already vowed that I'm going to follow. And then this is also, dear God, and it says it gives thanks for His Son.
Yes.
And then right here, because music is at the core too. The songs, the style, the moments, the music. There's Queen, there's my girls. And the music that I want to always deliver, sound healing. And then, of course, I have my nonprofits down here with Teen Tour Society, with Miss Teen Tours, Arkansas Youth Leadership, and OHTP for Life. And then right here, because in 2019, baby, don't play with me. A Love Forever Found, January 2019. It's going to be a fairy tale for me.
Yeah.
Our
big.
love.
That's
There we go.
big.
Claim that, right?
That's big. Our
Claim
love.
it.
That's it. I got it. I'm claiming it. Our love. Yeah. I am. I'm waiting to see all 2019. That's big. So before somebody just said, oh, Rosamore said, oh my gosh, I love that. So tell me this. What's coming up with you in music? What are we doing next?
So I'm working with Grimm Music.
Okay.
And so we did a soft run last summer, and putting out a single, and I just got to get back in the studio.
Yeah.
Just got to get back in the studio, and so
Okay.
we're going to work on an EP, and then I'm going to work on continuously building my brand, Purple
Good.
Palace Productions, which
Yes.
works to cater to the audience,
Yes.
the venue,
Yes.
and the artist, to
Yeah.
make sure that everyone has a royal experience
Oh, I
all
love
the way
that.
around.
I love that.
Because I really do believe in being there and blessing others.
Yeah,
So
that's big.
those are the two things that I really want to focus on. And then in the between time, I will be having special events like this spring for all my VIP
Yeah.
that came to my Christmas show.
Yes.
I gave them a free concert
that's so
certificate.
awesome.
So I'm
Yeah.
going to put on a free concert for them just to show my appreciation to
You're
them.
so dope. That's
for loving on me.
so dope. You need to. I think that's always big. I think that's always. I love that. I love that give back. And I appreciate you, Queen.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate. My mom told me to tell you hi.
I
appreciate
love
you
it.
sharing some of your story, a large part of your heart, and letting my audience get familiar with you. Tell them how they can reach you.
Okay, well, you can reach me on the web, or you can reach me on Facebook. My whole name,
Yes.
Genine LaTrice Perez. That's Genine. Look at that and then find the LaTrice Perez.
Yes.
And I'm on the web. Again, JanineLPerez.com,
Yeah.
Instagram, GLP Sings.
Yeah. Can we get copies of the last CD?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so
Yes,
you can get copies of her last
Yes,
CD.
yes.
I'm gonna have
And
her.
you know, I was just giving them away
I
because
know.
I just want to. It's
the music to be out there.
It's called Send the Rain. That one is called Send the Rain.
The last time I heard you sing, my mom had did a conference. Do you remember what I did?
What you do?
You
I'm
probably
telling
was
you, I'm
somewhere.
50.
So
I'm almost
I do
50.
I do so much. You was up there singing. I just went and start throwing dollars at you. Mama said you do the most.
Was that the one
told
in
her-
Hot Springs?
No, it was the one here. Was when she did the last Delta conference, and
Oh,
you got
yeah,
up
yeah,
there and
yeah,
sung.
That's
And I
right.
said, I'm finna throw the
You
tip
sure
jar. I
did.
couldn't help
You sure
myself
did. You sure
because
did.
that's how. If you haven't heard her sing, you need to go find her. She's on YouTube. Get connected to her music. Get connected to this woman. She's an amazing speaker. She'll empower you. I've left empowered today. She'll encourage you, and she's definitely like sunshine. Even on her worst day, I've never known her not to be like sunshine. Thank you for being on Real Talk
Thank you
with
so much for
LMJ.
having me. I
Man, tell
appreciate
Bella
it.
Butterfly and the lady Sophia I said hello.
I sure will. I sure will.
And, we love you. I love you, sis.